Wait for a few people to come on. I know everyone does this, but we have to wait a little bit. Just wait 20 seconds. Hope everyone is well. Hope everyone is having a nice evening. So I'm going to just start. I'll let people watch this when it's on the page, but it's vital that everyone realise they have to keep sharing the event page. I'll go on to that a little bit more in a minute, but it's vital that people keep sharing the events page. There's only about 271 shares at the moment on that, so everyone needs to get involved in that and get sharing. Right, so basically I went for a fantastic lunch today with Tommy and Kev, and they wanted to talk over things, and they wanted to go over the situation and talk about various things, and it was actually quite a funny lunch. I won't forget that in a while. Basically, let's start with the big news. The news is that Tommy has been speaking to his lawyers, he's been speaking to legal experts, he's been speaking to everyone that he can to get a real indication about what's really going to happen on the 23rd. And he's convinced he's going to prison. His legal team are convinced he's going to prison. So from his point of view, from their point of view, by probably a lot of other people's point of views, he's going to prison on the 23rd, or at least he'll be convicted on the 23rd. So we're realising that, you know, that's a massive thing. I mean, that's going to change things, the dynamics of everything. You know, all the plans that Tommy's got. I mean, he spoke to me today about it, like the things that he wants to do for the grooming gangs and all the other bits that come with that is incredible. What he's going to be doing once all this is over. So once the court case is over, once he's, you know, totally free man, there's some serious stuff going to be happening with Tommy's end. And he's going to be travelling all around the UK. He's been doing, you know, he's really going to open everyone's eyes to the corruption and lies of everyone that's involved in everything that he highlights. So that's going to be very interesting. But he can't do any of that until he's free man. Until he's a free man. And at the moment, he's not. He's tied by like Kev said earlier, he's like they're holding a tiger and they don't know what to do with him. But they're convinced they're going to send him to jail. He's convinced. His legal team are convinced that they're going to send him to jail because he's not going to back down. He's not going to plead guilty. You know, it's not in him. And so right that it's not in him. So the big announcement is we're not just going to turn up on the 23rd and have a gathering, okay? We're going to do a full-blown demonstration with a stage, with a sound system, with speakers coming from around the globe. And I mean around the globe are going to be standing on that stage with or without Tommy being there, because you got to think when he turns up for court, he's going to be on the stage. Every single person is going to be able to look at him. They're going to have a sound. We're going to have a sound system. We're going to make sure that every single person can, from no matter how far away they are in the crowd, can hear exactly what he's got to say. And all the speakers that are coming too. And I've been told a few today. I'm not going to ruin it. I'm going to put them out there properly. But they are some serious people that all of you lot will definitely want to see. But this is the saving grace. None of this would be a day for him if we weren't there. Now, this isn't just going to be some sort of little gathering and people are going to turn up, fly a few flags. We're going to have a full-blown Whitehall style demonstration with a big stage, a big sound system, and it's going to be a party. Now, this is what I want to say to every single one of you watching and anyone that's going to be sharing this and be watching this. If you've turned up on the 9th and you've turned up on the 14th, you have got to be there on the 23rd. This is your last chance to say goodbye to Tommy because he thinks he's going to jail. And if they're right in what they're saying, he's going to be in jail. He's going to go to jail. So all these people that have said, you know, fought so hard to come to London and to do that, for you not to be there on the last, potentially his last day as a free man, to stand there and to watch him on that stage and to watch all these people, it'll be going around the globe live. On every news channel, on every online channel, every YouTube channel. This is going to be massive. This time we're not fighting without Tommy there. He's going to be there. he's bringing some serious people with him, and the names that I've been told today, I mean, it's going to be incredible. But he wants to give every single one of you a chance to have a picture because you've travelled all these places over the last few months. He wants to give you, potentially even give you books, his books for free, and give you some books out. We're going to do so much because he wants. This has come from him. He wants to say thank you to every single one of you properly. He doesn't want to be stood around police. He doesn't want to be stood around security. He wants to be in the middle of you lot, and he wants to be shaking every one of your hands. He wants to hear your stories, and he wants to make sure that he realises how much support, how much support that you guys have put for him. You've done all this without him even being out of prison. You've travelled all these places, and he's asking, seriously, wants every single. If you've got to go to work, book it off now. If you've got a dentist appointment that day, cancel it now. If you've got to pick the kids up from school, get someone else to pick them up and sort it out now. If you can't leave work until you've got to do an hour or two, turn up after. This is going to be an all-day thing. This is from 9 in the morning till 5, 6, 7 o'clock at night if need be. We're going to have a party. Remember we talked about when he came out, we were going to have a big one. Well, this is it. This is it. This is your opportunity to stand in front of the man that you say you support so much, and it's an opportunity for you to prove that all the stuff that you share and all the support you give, prove it to him. Come on that day. The last Thursday we had a really good turnout, but that was a drop in the ocean compared to the 9th, compared to the 14th. You're going to be surrounded by patriots. Give your kid a day off school. I mean, I shouldn't say that, but if your kid's old enough to come, bring him, bring her, bring the kids. Why not? We're going to be surrounded by patriots. We're going to make sure the security for us to keep, there were people in the crowd, going back to the speaker's corner on Sunday, there's going to be people in this crowd that are going to want to harm us, and they're going to want to do something. So we're going to make sure that they can't do any of that. We're going to have security at both ends. We're going to make sure that the only people that are in front of that stage are the true supporters of Tommy Robinson. Okay, and the only way that's ever going to happen is if you actually turn up. It's going to be massive. Absolutely massive. As I say again, massive stage, big sound system. It's going to be a day for the history books, because no matter what they do to him on that day, if they drop the charges, which is unlikely, but if they drop the charges, imagine being with him on that day where he proves the establishment, he proves that they're corrupt, and they've only done this because it's Tommy. They haven't done this because it's a crime. That's how you should deal with it. They're doing this because his name's Tommy Robinson. The only reason. And that's why if he doesn't walk out of that court that day and he gets sentenced to jail, we are all there on that day, and we'll make it extremely clear with all the people that are on that stage and all the big the big profile people that are coming, that'll be on that stage, and it will be the biggest political thing in a long time. Political prisoner goes to jail. It's proven it was thrown out of court. It's kangaroo. They're making themselves look silly. They're making themselves look silly. And I promise you now, if you turn up on that day, it's going to be bigger than the 9th. It's going to be bigger than the 14th. We're going to make sure that this is the big one, the party. If you're from another country, book a flight now. It's cheap. Come over. Spend the night in a cheap hotel. Get a train in somewhere. It's easy. Don't tell me you can't come because of something, yeah? If you've got medical reasons, that's totally different. If you can't physically come, that's fine. But if you're just not coming because you can't really be bothered to piss your boss off or anything like that, then get a pair of bollocks. Like, I had to stand on my own in Speaker's Corner, okay? And I had to defend myself and the British culture and the British people, to surrounded by 100 people that follow the Islamic religion, okay? I went through that on my own. Okay, now I'm asking you to do me a favour and Tommy, and to turn up on that day, stand in front of that stage, and show him what the British public can achieve. Okay, in an injustice as a working class man that opens people's eyes to the truth that's going on. I mean, Tommy doesn't just highlight one thing; he highlights hundreds of things. Okay, and we need him back doing what he's doing best, highlighting things, going around the UK and doing that. He can't do that while he's going to be going to court. He can't do that. He needs to be a free man. And we need to make sure, like the 9th, like the 14th, that we're there on that day, and we'll make sure that that establishment that we pay taxes for, okay, that we elect, that when it goes, when they're doing their job wrong, and they're convicting the wrong people for the wrong crimes, and allowing gangs of people, I won't even say it, the gangs, Muslim gangs, going out from court and going home to be sentenced 2 weeks later, they're putting people like Tommy in prison. Get a backbone, get on a train, get in a car, get on a bike, get on a motorbike. I don't care how you get here. On the 23rd of October, you better be at you better be down at the Old Bailey, because I'm telling you now, this is the serious one. I am going to be there. I'm going to make sure I can sing as loud as I can to put my support for that man. I've listened to him today, and I've really listened to what he's, really what he's trying to achieve here. And if any of you were sat in that room today, you'd be feeling the passion that I've got for the message that he brings. Don't give me any excuses. Get down there on the 23rd. Let's change history. Let's change this country, and let's fight back. Let's do it now. We haven't got time to be doing it in a few months or in a few years. We've got to do it now, and it starts with Tommy Robinson. And it starts outside the Old Bailey on the 23rd. Share this. If there's 360 people watching this, every single one of you, share this video, feel the passion, do the live streams, do some videos, tell people why you support him, okay? And if people get rid of you on your friends list because they don't support him, so what? They're not part of the new generation of the movement. We're going to take our country back. Tommy's going to do it. He's going to go around, he's going to highlight everything, and we're going to get the justice for many of people around this country that these corrupt politicians, corrupt police, corrupt media outlets are allowing to suffer because of the bullshit that they're coming out with. And it isn't happening much longer. I'm telling you that now. But if you're not there on the 23rd, I'm disappointed in the people that don't come. I've got to go because I've got to go and see my family now. Share this video. Get to the Old Bailey on the 23rd. If you can't get there for 9 o'clock, get there at 10. If you can't get there at 10, get there at 11. If you can't get there at 12, 1, 2, get there whenever you can. It's going on all day. There's no excuses this time. No excuses. I've got to catch my breath. I've got to have a cup of tea. Okay. Get this video shared. Let's change history. Do it with us. Tommy needs you. He needs you down there. 23rd. See you soon, guys.